to the Breakfast Club. My name's Darren Hancock, and this is ThetaWaveTrader. Welcome to the show. It's October the 13th, 2025. Welcome, everybody. No news day today. Could be a little lackluster. So we're going to be keeping our eyes open for that. No high risk stuff today. Just kind of keep your eyes on the prize, and we'll see what we end up with. We had here. I see this retest of this level here. Exactly. That's nice right there. I want to see that come short here. See it dig down into 782. See if we can't get below that. All right. We've got 4 people watching. That's good enough for me. 4 people. Good morning, all 4 of you. First objective hit. This is the classic trade below the low. A little swing point. Or a little change in direction here. Create a fair value gap. Trade back up into that fair value gap. Go shorter. Or trade below a low. Same kind of thing. This SIBI, box to box. Trade through the box right here. Trade back into the box and then go lower. So 2 setups to go short. Aiming for this first objective here. We talked about 782. So stop loss will be sitting right here. Waiting for the first objective to get hit right here, 782. And there's the 782. Right there. Done. Now looking for next objective would be 776 to 771. We get a bounce off of here. Look for a retest of this low. I'd like to see us just do an institution. Oh, okay, not that. We got a 9 o'clock candle. Morning, Russell. Morning, Hans. Well, you got your 782 objective. You always got to pay yourself at those objectives. Move your stop loss accordingly. So if you're into a short, you paid yourself there. Move to break even plus the cost of the trade. You're out of the trade now with this one candle. But this is the kind of thing you got to wait for, or anticipate. That's why your stop losses trail tight once you hit your objectives, and you're only trading internal range liquidity. Then when you get candles like this that come ripping back against you, you've already paid yourself at that level we were looking for, and you have your stop loss sitting above an area you'd like to see. If this broke market structure here and went higher, it would break this new bull trap here, and it literally ripped right through that. Typically you'd see a run up, come back down, test this level, the SIBI, and then run through the bull trap, clear the high, come back down, tap it, or create a fair value gap, come back, tap it, and then go higher. So right now none of this has been activated, or it's been activated, but it hasn't been tested yet, right? And this one candle is ripping right through. So it ripped through this one, and it ripped through the final one. So now we look back at this, tap this, and go. Now you're looking for this next trap to let go of, because that's where we're headed next. We get up on top of that one. Then we just want a simple retest of that. Right there, retest, go higher. There you go. Take out the high, pay yourself. Next objective, rejection block. Always pay yourself right there. 874, pay yourself. Move your stop loss to break even. So you've paid yourself twice, here and here. If that reverses on you and comes back down, again, you paid yourself on the way down. It changed direction on you. You adapt to the new change. The candle keeps going through each one of the blocks. Take the very last block, run higher, pay. So they're small little payments, but they're paid, and you're safe. If it comes back against you like it did here, does that here, and comes back and retests the levels that it hasn't already hit, you've already paid yourself along the way. Small, but quaint. Abs, how you feeling, buddy? I hope you're feeling better. Hope you can breathe a little easier now. So you see there's a little one forming here now that this high has been taken out. You see why you pay yourself at rejection blocks? I tell you, they're a beautiful thing. This reverses on you, goes all the way back down now. This is really going to drive home my idea of pay yourself at rejection blocks. Retap in the high. Don't want a body getting through half that. If it takes out this high, pay yourself. If you've entered back in again on that trade. So until it breaks this candle's mean threshold on a close, and then starts targeting the areas that it's missed, let her buck. That's a nice retest there. Yeah, better. Thanks for asking. Not 100%, but better. Good. Can you breathe a little easier now? You notice your sleep patterns are much improved? Or is the swelling still quite significant? I've seen those surgeries, man. There's nothing pretty about them surgeries at all. So targeting this next objective up here, 892, whatever that candle's low is. The low is 877. 877. So right there, you've already hit that target inside here. So if we want to go higher, we're looking for this 856 to stay. I want to stay on top of 856 here. In other words, stay on top of this bull trap. It's no longer a bull trap. We want to stay on top of this. Find support at no less than 846 on the close. Don't forget these areas down here that haven't been run to yet, haven't been retested. If we get a pull through this candle's mean threshold, look for a retest down in here. Oh, good. Craig's on a very bad crude oil trade. Oh, you went long, did you? Yeah, there's a gap down here still. We've traded through the lows. We've got a fair value gap that forms below the lows. We've come back of an institutional order flow entry drill. So I'd be looking for this to roll over and come down lower now. If it creates a little 15-minute SIBI that it breaks to the upside, comes back, finds support at it, you're looking for this breaker to weaken and just blast right through it. It's possible, but it feels heavy with this gap down here as the draw on liquidity and the single pass candle here. So 5-minute candle. Yeah, you got to get above here, 59.85. Just got to get a break market structure up here. Bitcoin. Retest. Typically, you want to see that happen below price action, not at it. But we'll see if this breaker takes out these little highs here, not the whole thing. See if that holds price now and we come lower. It's a nice short from there. Look for Sunday's first presentation. Oops, these are all my notes from gold. $4,100. Who would have thought, hey? Nice to start thinking $5,000. Oops. Gold just doesn't want to stop, man. It just keeps on riding. You want to see this stay open now? Come back, find a little support at that, and keep going. Just keep leaving. There's nothing showing you that it's going lower yet. So that 782, we broke through this level here, and see how these levels are broken or created below these lows. You have a SIBI reversal. Talked about that. Retesting old high, retesting old high, and kept running higher. Took out the highs. Now you want to keep an eye on this. And now you have these little imbalances. Market structure, a little shifting, change in direction here. Now I want to see if we can get back into this candle. We said on this time frame, 15 minutes, I didn't want to see, I want to see this candle close above this trap, come back, use it as support without taking out the midpoint of it. You can wick down into here, but the body must close above here. And then we start targeting the next array above us, which is 903, 901 to 903 or something like that, 911, 911. I like that. Morning, Hadi. Good morning, morning. Look at that, right at that mean threshold we talked about. Look at that candle. See how the bodies respect that level? That's what you want to see. Come back to that and then just keep pushing it higher. Even this candle coming back down into here now, don't even like that idea. This candle right here, suspect for me. See that? It's eaten through that already. you want to see that next candle open and keep going higher and take this out here. So we've got a little swing below, change in direction if we can get back through here. But it didn't, it actually broke. It came back into this level off this candle's wick and then went lower. So the concern is that we've got this imbalance here and this imbalance here that have not been tested yet. And we went straight to the low. Now we've bounced off that and we're coming back down below this level. If we close below there, which we did right there, then I'm looking for this, look to retest this lot down here now. Pull your fib tool from low to high, look for 50%. Now I'm looking for this internal range liquidity hunt. Is that Peter? Oh, Peter, good morning, buddy. How are you feeling today? Just remember, take it easy, my friend. What you're going through, just keep your look around, get your spirits up a little bit. And for those of you who are new to our channel, Peter's one of our guys who's suffered a back injury back in 2016 and has had to go through some pretty significant surgery to repair his back. It finally gave out on him and he's had some significant surgery. So he does have a help him GoFundMe page. You can help him out. That would be wonderful. And you can put your GoFundMe page up there, Peter, if you can. Just post it on there, and if not, I can post it back on the channel again here. He appreciates any help you guys can give him. So keep your spirits up there, Russell, or Peter. And we're going to just watch the charts today, kind of get a feel for where it's at. Here's our bull trap. We're just lingering around that midpoint. No bodies closed below it yet. So we want to see a lift off here and start eating through these two little points right here. Imbalance. Imbalance. I don't want to see this just trade below it, come back, retest it like this, go lower, and then you want to see this level. If it starts to fail like this, then you want to see it provide support, and then we're going to come back into these two downside candles. If you take your fib tool now, let me just look for a simple retracement. 50% will put us on top of this one again. 62 puts us on this bear trap. 70.75 puts us on this bear trap. And then a full retracement into 79% of this level. Option trade entry puts us back into those levels that we didn't get a chance to catch earlier. So if you're trading this, for example, we've traded below here, you trade back up into that wick. Your stop loss will be sitting above this little volume imbalance here. And then you're running lower into 50, 62%. But you can see how you're kind of banging off of this breaker here now. No longer a bull trap. It's just a breaker. And that whole breaker is still holding support. Mean threshold has been popped through a couple of times. So keep your eye on this level. If we trade through that, that's the target. And if we trade through that, then we're looking for continuation. I want to see a retap of this and then go higher. And this is unfortunately what you get when you're in these little tight ranges here. They're small little tight ranges, so that's great. Keep moving. Keep moving. That's the best thing you can do with back surgery, and is keep moving. As much as that you hate it, you got to get up and try to keep moving around, get the body. Otherwise you get a lot of adhesions and stuff, and then it just makes it so much harder to move around later. Just keep your body moving. Don't push yourself too hard, and just look for those little micro improvements every day, man. There's that retest to this level. You want to see this snap off of here and come back lower. If it starts to push back up here and run through this level again, so that's this off snap. That's good. I like to see that, and just keep driving it down now and start reaching for this lower stuff. These lower objectives that we haven't hit yet. It is a mental game. It is a huge mental game when you're in so much pain to try and stay positive. So it's a great idea, Peter. Just come around, hang out with some people who can give you some motivation and remind you of there's a world out there that's still beautiful. There's some great opportunities out there for you to still get. This is just a time to kind of kick back a bit and take care of yourself. Let your body heal. Let your mind heal. This is your time when you can really focus on going inside your head and encouraging yourself to look for any small level of improvement. And that may be just sitting on the toilet for 2 minutes more today than you could yesterday without being in too much pain. Everything was, it was a hurdle just getting out of bed and making your way across that great void between holding onto the bed and getting to the next wall so you could hold onto it to get to the bathroom. And you just look at that great divide in there. You go, that's like a 3-foot span, might as well be 3 miles to try and get across there and get a hold of something to hold you up again. Man, oh man. And then one day you get across it, you go, hey, that wasn't so bad. Remember that. Celebrate that. It's a small victory. A small victory. So here's our 50%. That'll give us another retest of this old high. See how we just came back up into that level? Hit it. And snap away. As soon as it takes this low here, pay yourself at that low. Or pay yourself at rejection block, then the low. And now you're risk-free, and you're in a zero-stress trade. Inside crappy price action. But still looking for key levels to hit. Morning, Ollie. Great presentation this weekend. Thank you for that. I'm trying to create just a straight SMT indicator around that using AI. I am absolutely stunned at what AI can do. I've taken notes and uploaded them and said, tell me what you interpret from my notes. And it interprets in clear language my entry, my trade language, and he uses ICT, and they use ICT's concepts. ICT is known out there. The AI knows all about them as a trading concept. And literally I say, could you turn what I've just done in this diagram into a code and then code it for me? Oh yeah, I could do that. I could do this and this and this. I can even add this and this to that. And I'm like, okay, go for it. So it starts writing code like crazy, and believe me, it makes tons of mistakes in the code. What it says it can do and what it actually does takes a long time. So you have to pay for the deeper AI. So you have to pay for the more intense one, I guess, the smarter AI. And once it finally figures out, and you just keep saying, no, you've made a syntax error here. Nope, that's not right. This is the error. Every time you keep running it in PineScript, you just go back and say, nope, error, 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 error. And you might have to do that dozens of times before it finally figures it out and sends you something that you can work with. It's amazing though. Holy cow. Then you go, no, I'm looking for this and this. Oh yeah, okay, that's what it needs to do. Let me just rewrite that for you. Do you want the patch or do you want the whole thing rewritten? And that requires tokens or something like that. And you have to have a certain number of tokens in order for this AI to keep process. And you'll spend hours just focusing on getting it to correct a problem. But it figures it out in the end. There it is. There's the 50% entry. First exit. Sorry, first exit, second exit. Aiming for here, unless you're using the take profit model 1. Take profit model 1 is right there. So now you move to break even plus the cost of the trade. Take half your trade off. Do you have that indicator you made for the S&T on it? Oh, I've made 1, 2, 3. I've made like 3 different indicators already. I'm working on another one. Every time I make one, I go, yeah, that's all right. Not quite what I want. I want to add another one. I made one the other day on the weekend. It came with an instruction book. It came with a user guide, a check sheet. It was amazing. So it truly is a clever thing when you can use AI for something good now. Like, wow. And it recognizes the concepts of ICT, and you say, do not use anything other than ICT. I don't want to know MACD. I don't want to know stochastics. I don't want any of that other crap. Trend line. I don't want any of it. I don't want heads and shoulders bullshit. Just give me straight ICT proven material. And when it's doing it, it's going, that's an excellent idea. Man, this is a killer AI ICT thing. You've got this, and it tells you all the good things that you've got that match ICT. I'm like, okay, stop. Man, you're even boosting my ego of my ideas here. This is crazy. And I used to spend weeks, sometimes months building a bot that would trade a trade. Like I'd have to go into the block building code because I didn't know the underlying code. This thing literally built me like I'm working on a bot now, or not a bot, this indicator that literally finds the trades and says, you have a short pending at this location. So you never have to worry about waiting for that opportunity to say, oh, I was impatient here. Just wait for the bot to tell you, beep, 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 you have a incoming short setup available. And then when it comes back, it goes, bing, take trade here. And then you can take the trade. It'll even tell you where to take your trades now. That's crazy. That's the idea I got. It's crazy. And it's based on the principles we're talking about. And Ollie, your information you gave us on the weekend, man, oh man, AI started cranking out this stuff, and I was like, holy shit, Ollie would love this. So I'm working on that, and when it's all done, Ollie, we'll definitely give you the credit for that one, and see if the indicator functions the way you want it to function. It's very exciting. See, remember we talked about it's aiming for the levels that it hasn't hit yet, and here you go. And done and dusted. Look at that, right down into the discount box. That is the premium to the discount. While they're like arrays, they're both SIBIs. I would see SIBI. That would be the premium array right there. There's one right here. Once you get below it, you're above it. Below it, you're back into it right there. Nope, not even there. It would be this last one here. Anyway, that's a premium discount. Finally hit it right there at 79%. We talked about it reaching in for that. Look at that snap off of that. How delicious is that? Right from a great entry. We almost gave you a perfect entry there for a scale out all the way down using Take Profit Model 1. There you go. That's a beautiful thing to see, Peter. That'll make anybody feel better watching that kind of stuff. Calling it. Letting it roll, baby. Let it roll. Oh, Russell, when we get there in Toronto tomorrow, wait till I show you some of the stuff that I'm working on. It's nuts. Crazy. No, I did write that shit. That is way too smart for me, man. I have no idea how to code, but I do have an idea of what I'm looking for, what I want to see, and to put that on a chart, like that gold thing. I put all those notes on a chart and said, "Hey, IC or AI, can you look at this and tell me what you see? Interpret it, summarize it, and tell me what you see." And oh my God, I couldn't believe. I just come outside giggling to my wife. I'm like, you wouldn't believe what AI can do now. And I was so excited because I think if we had something that could set up a trade and show you, hey, look, everything that I try to show you guys every morning, if we line it up with time, price, look for specific levels to get hit, and say just one, and we'll be layering in specific indicators for specific setups instead of trying to make one massive one, which makes a ton of code that can be conflicting. You just make individual indicators that find exactly your trade setup, and when it happens, based on time, price, and entry, it'll go bing, bing. Your setup has arrived. You can choose to take it or not. And here's the full fill of that sucker right there. Right there. You see that? Right on the money. Now, if we close below that, come back into this, look for the next run down into, let's say here. I'd say 776 to 771. Oh, unbelievable. I was just shocked. I was just walking out stunned every time I asked it something and it started producing stuff. Given it's still in its infancy, as far as I'm concerned, because it's still infancy. What do I know? It makes a ton of mistakes, and you got to be patient to see how we've run through that level. Come back and test it now. I want to see that reject off there and come lower now. Yeah, all the way up to here, all inside here. See that? Classic. Now keep coming lower. Bingo, done. Pay yourself. Move to break even. It's magic, man. When you know it, when you see it. So imagine the bot just doing what I just did to you. Your entry all the way up to here, good. You can take that as a short. Bing. And I explained that just before it happened. And then it happened. And then there you go. We're paying ourselves. I'll tell you, man, it's a beautiful thing. This could be a massive drop down now. This could be the next stage of another 1,000 handles. I love, where to go the next 2 years. I love a good head and shoulders, just like shampoo. So you won't be able to tell the difference from AI and real videos. It's not quite there, but it will be there soon. I'm excited to see it. AI going to be the end of us. It really amazing one stop for everything. Oh yeah, it is. There, now we got this rejection block, or this rejection block. This one's next. Can you imagine if you stayed in here on that trade and just did a take profit model 3 now? Take profit model 3, take profit model 3, take profit. You're still collecting. You're not even paying yourself. You're just in a take profit model 3. You're saying, I'm moving down my stop loss to the previous SIBI. And now what you want to see is a run below the low, create a SIBI, and then trade back into it, and then keep going lower. Like, see how we've traded that low out? Oops. That low has been traded out below. We've come back inside, tap, come lower. That can come all the way back into, all the way back to here, I guess. We've already come through that. We've already retested that. Come lower, take the low, come back. You want to see this weekly level, whatever that weekly one was right there. New week opening gap. Retest that, come lower. Stay inside this candle's mean threshold. I wonder if you could pull AI going to be the end of us. Yeah, got to take a bad with a good. Wonder if you could put all the ICT concepts and just ask AI to only follow those rules. Yes, you totally can. It could probably figure out with the right syntax. Go to the relative equal lows. Ollie, I won't do soon. I've done loads of freelance work helping and trained in maths. When I started a year ago, struggling in high school maths. Now I struggle to get an error from uni level math. Wow. D says, I'm done for the day. Good for you. Well done, D. Pay yourself. Now we see how they got this change in direction. So as soon as that closes above there, take profit model 3 would be closed. You'd be done. So your short that you got into right here would be closed right in here. If it doesn't close above there, you just stay in the trade and let it go. That's a take profit model 3. Wait till you see take profit model 5. This is not closed above yet. Not a good sign, but not closed above there yet. This could be just simply a wick back into this level. A wick back to that level we talked about, which was the 771 level, which is just hit. And I want to see that keep coming lower. See how it's closed above it now? Now you close out your trade right there. As soon as it comes back into it, or as soon as that candle closes, you close that trade off and wait. Because now you got to change your direction. So that right there is a long. If you're wrong, then it trades back into it. Get out. It's going to come shorter. But that's a long right there. Stop loss would be sitting right there. So really tight stop loss. this right here, now that it's taken out these lows, you'd be looking right here to see this hold price and go higher. I don't like seeing wicks get through there, but I want to see this go higher from here now. So you would have take profit model 3 all the way down, and now you're looking for a take profit model 1 or 2 to go back up again, or you just stick to another 3. So just watch here, and you want to watch and make sure it does not close below that level. If it closes below there, the moment it trades back to it, get your trade off. We have not activated this candle for me yet, so just wait. All those wicks down there, I don't like that. Just so you know, that's not a specific rule. I just don't like wicks getting down in there. So we're going to pretend our trade is sitting right here. This is like super paper trading. So just keep your eye on this level right here. That's where our entry is. We're looking for a candle to close. So let's look at psych. See how you're in profit now? As soon as it takes that high, we now move our stop loss from down here to right there, plus the cost of the trade. You're in a risk-free trade now, a letter buck. Now you can use a take profit model 3 or take profit model 1. As soon as it hits 50%, so you pay yourself at the first high, pay yourself here at the 50%, and see if it comes back. You're out. Pay yourself. You got a couple of ticks out of that, but it was risk-free, and it's into chop, so just leave it now. Move to the sidelines. So a quick way to protect yourself. You make a couple of bucks. You made a coffee money. You didn't lose anything. And then if it changes up on you and closes below here, then you want to see this level get retested right here to here. Get retested and then go lower. Good. So now we've traded below it. Come back, give it a little retest. And now I'll go short. I'm going to go short right there. And the stop loss will go just above here. It's out right away. Okay, I'm out. Too much chop. So I wanted to see a retest of this, and the fact that it's eaten through it again, you wait. Takes the highs. If it comes back now and retests this again, you're not looking for an entry. You're just looking to see where it's going to go now. So running up nice and high. There was no retest after the second break. Look for a run back up in here. There's 62% now. There's 75. We're eating through all this level here now. That's a good sign. We want to see us get back above this little bear trap or bull trap we've got sitting right here right now. We're trading into it. And this this wick, which is also the open for 830. Retest of the first presentation. It's already in the premium portion, so you either have to wait for the market structure to shift or wait for a retest back down into the discount portion. Because if you buy that right there, you're paying a premium for the potential option trade entry reversal to keep coming lower. But we are through this. This breaker is still holding price right now. I do like this one here. as holding price back. If we can hold right here, not this one. I want to see that hold price now. Keep pushing higher and get through this candle right here. Yeah, I like this up here. Unfortunately, we've traded through both sides of it at ease, so that's the same kind of situation I was dealing with here. You've traded through it, bull trap held. You traded, now we're trading back down into it again, and we're seeing it trade below it. So if we can get market structure shift here and use 700 or 800 as a level of support, then we're going lower. Yeah, there's no trade there just yet. See, that's why you don't pay for that in a premium. Wait for Derek's discount and Gift Emporium prices. Derek likes a good discount. See, there's Derek's discount right down in here. Retesting this one. Now you want to see this start pushing higher. Because if you look at this little range right here, say to yourself, where am I in the discount? Remember, we went all the way up to premium. You drop below 50% into a discount area that has a level on it, and it's TIBS. It's a 45 TIBS in that level. You're looking for it to reverse right at TIBS. Inside a level, in time, price, inside a range. So you got time, price, inside a range, discount, confluence, run higher. So as soon as that runs from here, you can start paying yourself at 62%, 70% all over again. Looking for this breaker above you now. Now when you look at those higher time frame candles, we're looking for that level right there, Hadi, 827 to get broken through again, and then it's got to close up and above this swing and start digging into this premium and premium. It's already dug into it once, but this little premium piece up here, just above that old high, is where you'd be triggering or looking for. And right here is your entry. So wait for this bull trap to give way. So if you've traded from here inside this range and you've paid yourself along the way again, and that bull trap is holding it at its mean threshold, and this candle, which you don't want to see, if it does come back, you want to see high, half the wick, the open. You don't want to see this whole thing go back through the mean threshold of that candle again. So you see how they're overlapping confluence or overlapping price points. That candle, you want to see it act as support to go higher. It's also an inversion fair value gap, and it's also on top of another inversion that we want to see hold price. So there's a little area here you want to see it gives some strength to push this price higher. Where is Derek this morning? Giving thanks, I would imagine. Oh, we lost a couple of subscribers, I guess. We had 1,261 on Friday. We lost a couple. We're back to 1,250 something now. That's all right. That's all right. Keep finding support at these levels. Keep pushing higher. Eat through that thing. There you go. Validate this candle. That's good. Keep going. Again, you don't have to be in the trade, but just staying on price action here. It's kind of watching where it's going. We're still in it. Look for that little level. Remember those two levels up there? Watch this guy right here. At 876 to 877. One handle. But watch to see if it get a reaction off of that and then come back into the range, or whether or not it pops through it and uses it as support to go higher. Now, I like the fact that we've traded above this bull trap. Next bull trap's here, next bull trap's here. They're all kind of lined up with one another. This one looks good. Pushing up higher, takes this one out. Get back through our breaker. The one I was working on last night on the AI, it would have recognized this one right here. 930, takes out a low, change in direction, comes back. It would say you're entering into a opportunity for a long, or right here, it would have said right here, this was the long we were looking to get into. And then all of a sudden it took us out. Then you wait for the next setup. I should have taken this one. That would have been a nice little opportunity to go long, and then just wait to see if it would have eaten through all the rest of these. So you could just go straight to a take profit model 3, knowing we're aiming for this premium array above us here and these relative equal highs that are sitting right there. We got a premium box above you at 906. That's support. I like it. Support off this level. Bang, bang, touch. Run higher. Now we want to see this validated. It is. Now I want to see this candle right here act as support and start pushing for that 877. Just watch your levels, Hadi. There's the retest of this level here, and then this level here, and then start aiming for higher time frame stuff, because right now here you've traded above it. We've come back all the way back inside it. Ugly wicks do some damage. So on a 5-minute level, what have we got on a 5-minute chart? 5-minute gave you your change in direction right here. Retest, go higher. You're inside the overlapping arrays, BISI and SIBI. So wait for this level right here to get traded through at 857. On a close, come back, find some support at this level, and then push higher. Take out that high. You got a premium level right here. They're overlapping. So not clean price action right now, but breaker, we've traded above the breaker. See that hold? See how this level right here, we got it validated, and now all of a sudden it's come back through all three of these. So look for a retest of this one down here. Yeah, I see it. I see it, Adi. But unless you've got support at inside the range you're looking for, if you have support, aim for that level. But when you don't see this level been validated yet and supported, well, these wicks, I guess the bodies are respecting it. You could say, yeah, it's supporting it, but we have not broken that level to aim for that. So to have that as a target, just because this level is working okay, you may end up getting yourself kicked in the old nether regions because that hits here, rolls over and comes back down again and go, why didn't it aim for that level? Well, because did you get confirmation on this level? And have you got confirmation on this level that supports that time frame to reach for its premium? Well, in order for that to happen, we have to break the level that tells us. So in other words, we need to break this bull trap on the upside and then reach for it. And they're so close, you might end up reaching it anyway. But if you validate that, yes, that's where I was aiming for, without acknowledging that you have PD arrays to reach through first, that could turn you back and surprise you if you don't acknowledge the fact that there's this one here, and if you can't get through that level, why don't you get that? Well, because you're trying to validate a trade on a higher time thing that has not been validated yet to reach for that level. And as we know, this could act like a bull trap, turn around and slap you, right? And take you right out. So if you're looking on that time frame, do you have confirmation that that higher premium is what we're reaching for? Or are you just hoping for a Hail Mary play and run into there? Or you're using this as, I'm going off of here, I don't care about the bull trap. So that's loosening off your rules that say bull trap must be taken to the upside before I reach for the next premium array. Does that make sense? Yeah, I'm looking for London high, all that as well. But you got to get confirmation on those time frames. So just watch that level right there and see what kind of reaction you get from it. So far, it's good. You know, absolutely, you're looking great to get there. But you don't have confirmation on that level other than this here, at the exclusion of this. So we wait for the next 2 minutes. If it gets on top of there, then you say, great, come back, give me an entry here. And then I'm targeting this and then the London high. There's that level right there. 877. There's the rejection block. Now we're above it. Good. That's great. Now this tells me we want to do a range extension now. Did we come back and give it a little kiss? Yep, right there. A little tap. Go. Keep going. There's your, we hit the high there yet? There's your tap. 40 seconds. You want to see it close above here? Or is it just going to run right into that 989 or 898? Pay yourself. If you entered in there, pay yourself. Move to break even, let it run. So just know, Hadi, that you're running for that level here, which looks great, but you're violating your rule of the breaker needs to, or this bull trap needs to get taken, if that's one of your rules, by the way. If it's not, then there you go. You're there. You've hit it. 902. Bingo. So this for me right here is the confirmation. You've got your trade. You're looking for continued confirmation that you're going to find support to head to that level, and you keep getting it, keep getting it. Now you finally hit it. That's great. So, and now we're looking for that next level, which is the high of 909, which is also the mean threshold of this last up close candle. And if you take that, we're looking for a rejection block, and then the wick, then the high. Pay the trader. That's a box to box trade. If you ignore that candle and you just go box to box, take profit model 2, you're in. Stop loss will be sitting down here. You'd be squeezed, but you don't get a body close below there, so it still follows the rule. That squeezy candle wouldn't have felt very good on the 15, but there's a box to box. You're paid. Done. Well done, Hadi. Well done. Well done. You're out of here. Oh, he makes his money and he's on the run, eh? See you tomorrow. Literally see you tomorrow. Russell, I think we get into the airport within like an hour of each other, don't we, tomorrow? Oh, you see you Wednesday. You have a free rental car. Man, that's like when we were kids, hey? Did you get your dad's car? Yeah, sweet. Let's go cruising, man. You have a free rental car. Let's go cruising. Just don't tell your dad. You booked it with points. All right. I feel quite honored you used your points. Wow, it's all free. Look at that. So it's a bit of an adventure this weekend, is what you're saying. That's awesome. So we've come back into this little guy right here. Remember those two levels I kept telling you about? Watch how support. I wanted to see that level here provide support and not eat through it like this. Years of work, travel pays off. You know, I would have loved to have got points for when I was working up north, because we used to do flights every 2 weeks. So it would have been awesome to collect points going up, but they didn't do points going up there. It's like you're back. We used to go 2 weeks in, 2 weeks out, and you're there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for 2 weeks. You are it. We are on call 24/7. We got to sleep, but we were on call while we're sleeping. When you're it for the fire department on the oil rigs, man, you don't just get to shift off with somebody else. You're it. So our crew was there for 2 weeks, and then the next crew would come in. Tons of fun though. They got some really good facilities in the oil patch. I still have over 5,000 points for flights and hotels. Well, hey, you can make it to the next summit then, Richard or Russell. When we get the next summit, the next trading summit somewhere in the world, you've got enough points to get there. I still got 300,000 points or air miles on my card, but I'm too stingy to use. My wife's like, why don't you use your points? I'm like, we're not using those points. Not yet. I obsess. I got this OCD thing where I just want to, we got to get to 1 million. It's like, no, we don't. Marriott, you have 3.7 million. Holy cow. Okay, I had to go long crude. Would have thought I'd just allow today as long as trades are green. Dang. There's the complete fill right there at 909. 911. Was that the low right there? What was the low of the count? 91150. 911. We talked about that too. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Now let's see if we can get up on top of that and look for London's high. Craig is in the large bag of crude. Ooh, you got a little change in direction for you there, Craig. Watch that you're not just coming to 58.90, 58.89. Inside this range, back into here. It really has to start accelerating through here now and not just roll over on you right at that level at 59.89. Right here. That's exactly the level. So you don't want to see that starting to roll over now. This was a nice little trade, pops up above. This is the classic thing we're looking for, the fair value gap. This with this volume imbalance above the market swing. Comes back, institutional order flow entry drill, tap. That's an A level setup for a run. As soon as it takes out that high, even that next candle, move yourself to break even or pay yourself at the next high, whatever, and look for the next candle's swing point and the next bear candle or bull candle above you, which is the next bull trap. You get above it, excellent, right here. You come back, find support at it, excellent. As soon as it takes out that high, pay yourself or move your stop loss. And wait, because if you close below here, like we just did there, this retest is your take profit model 3. You're out. Dine and dash. You pay yourself, always pay yourself above the most recent high. And now you've got a change in direction right here, and you have a SIBI starting to form here. So you have it 3 seconds left, and there's a SIBI and a BISI, so there's an overlap. Michael might call that venom. I think that might be Michael's venom. So you're looking for a retest. See how we traded below it right here? Tapped it, created the SIBI. Now institutional order flow entry drill, continuation, or just a retest of this one to go lower. Take out that low, look for this order block to get hit, and then start coming back into this range. Watch this breaker. If you lose 50% of that breaker, take both of them as a safeguard. If you close below that, then look for this breaker to get taken, and then I'm looking at this little candle, this up close candle here. If you lose that, look for a run back to the untested levels. This level was untested. No, that was a perfect entry right there. Still coming. Enjoy being overpaid, yes. I can honestly say, even as a medic, I was never overpaid. We made, when it's compared to other people, especially working in the oil patch, it's good money, but you're never overpaid. You never convince me. You put your life on the line to run into burning buildings and dealing with hazmat situations where your life is just for the trying to save some or fully insured piece of kit and stop it from getting wrecked. I don't care how much you pay me, it's never enough. Or I remember standing on the side of the highway or on the highway itself. It's a frozen highway. All I've got is a stop slow sign I'm holding on to. And and the road is like sheer ice. And there's this 70,000-pound semi going, you see, he comes over the hill, he sees you, and he just like, you see him hit the binders and the back end swinging. You hit your alarm, everybody bails into the ditch, and you're doing the Scooby-Doo on the road, trying to dig your heels in, trying to get to the side of the road so you can get the hell out of there. Because this semi's now pitching sideways. And you think, they pay me for this. I'm just a squishy, a little crunchy. That's all I am. It's just this. Did I just hit something? Poof. You wouldn't even notice you. And I thought, man, there's just me, this little tin sign. I used to get really pissed if I had guys downrange and they were working on an accident. I see these bozos coming in really fast. I just stick my sign straight out towards their windshield and I just like, slow down. And they'd hit the binders, like slow right down. Otherwise I'd take out their windshield. I was so mad. I get right in front of them, like, slow down. I'd flash lights at them, like, slow down. Nobody goes for my boys downrange. I do lots of crazy shit like that, just trying to make sure people respect the environment these guys are in, because they can't focus on the traffic, right? They're focusing on the patient, the car, whatever. They're not looking at what's coming down the road at them. That's my job. So when I was the sign guy anyway. Yeah, the good old days. That's true. We don't do it for the money. We do it to go into calendar mode. I used to call it calendar mode. Once we finish the call and you got your bunker gear on, especially in the summertime, we take our bunker jackets off, put your arm on the window. I'm like, okay, boys, time to go to calendar mode. And you sit there, you got a little bit of dirt on your face, driving your fire truck down the center part of downtown. People would be looking. You'd be like, howdy, man. Calendar mode. Love it. Anyway, here's a rebounce off this breaker here. Retest right there. Go higher. Watch this level to get taken to the upside and then find support it here. And we're looking for that London high. So far so good, Craig. You want to see that keep going, buddy. You want to find that, keep this as support. You don't want to lose 50% of that. Let's see where we are over here. And found support. Good. Still looking for London high. Derek is with us today. Hey, buddy. We were just talking about you this morning and your discount and gift emporium prices. Anybody draw or paint here? Anybody into Inktober? Anybody understand what Inktober is? Watch this change. We want to see market structure, and you do not want to see this thing give way here. The fact that we keep revisiting it, I don't like that. It just means to me that we've got a potential. No, these have all been hit. It's got to hold. Too sloppy right now. Too sloppy. All the time we've got this breaker holding. London high's your target. Now you're going for the rejection block, are you? Yes. Always pay yourself down, man. Guaranteed some. Did you guys use that SMT Pro version 6 I made yesterday? Did you guys use that? Or is anybody using that? Russell, are you using that? I know you got it working. I got mine working. I've set up the time frames. It says active session. There's no SMT yet, and I've got it to I've got a double and a triple SMT in there for when Ollie was talking about double SMTs. I even got it down to triple. I added that to the program as well, so you can adjust single, double, or triple SMT. So I just want to see if it works. And it will show up in the upper right hand corner. It says active session, SMTs none. Big D encouraged it so strongly that it made my belligerent will submit to the advice, and now most often stick to it. Yeah, you only have to see it so many times, and especially in these little situations where there's such a small little difference between 32 and 42. If you want to squeeze all the juice out of the lemon, go for it. Nothing wrong with pay yourself there, or at least move your stop loss just below the premium level here. But you think that would be 92. So you're risking more of a loss just to squeak out another 10 handles there. Pay yourself there, move your stop loss to, if you haven't already done so, move your stop loss to just below the premium box, and then aim for the rest of it to take out the high, or at least make the even high. Pay yourself there, and expect to see a retest of the BISI. And if it runs straight through it, we want to see this same routine all over again. I want to see a fair value gap form above, and then a graded response from there. So far our 9/11 candle is holding. It's a premium box. We have not had a body close through that, so we're not even looking for a rejection block yet. We have no body getting through here. And that mean threshold of that candle as well are lined up on the same spot. It's holding, and now you're seeing a reversal. That's why you pay yourself at those key levels. You'd be paying yourself right at that high, or this high right here, 9/11. That's the only difference you missed right there. That's the spread. So you caught the high. Low, entry, so perfect entry, pretty close. You probably a couple of handles out here for a continuation to, if you get there, nice little perfect exit, 9/11. Again, looking for confirmation along the way. This has to get broken, supported. It did. Broken, supported here, broken, supported, and then hit the level. See how it's rejecting off of that now? This change in direction. As soon as we get below here, a body trades below it, you come back into it. That's where the short is right there. So now we're running deeper into this range. So you want to see this hold, and if it doesn't, then it's going to run through this one. Then you're looking for this one. Then you're looking for a run all the way back down into here. Pull your fib tool from here to here, then here to here, and then the whole thing. And look where you're sitting in your fib. So we started from here, go to the high. So you're through. What level inside that fib do you look for? I want to see it get below here, which is 62%. Come back into there and push through. Then you look for the next level once those are taken, which is over here. There's 75%, which is right back into that first presentation fair value gap. Then take the whole range. Now 62% here. What does that line up with? I'm looking for this down here. I'm looking for 70% optimum trade entry reversal, which is this box right here. That's recognizing quickly when things are turning on you and when market structure shifts, and uses it as support to come lower inside a range. What's this one? Oh, it's this one over here. Out of break even. Nice. Good for you, Derek. 822. Oh, nice. I did not see it good in the index short. So this is 62% of the range here. Watch a retest of this. I'm okay with that. Give that a little retest quick. And is it, what's the TIB say? 24. Next, yeah, another couple of minutes to go. Yeah. We can get a retest up into that. AI can actually create a box that fades over time. Like if you want to put a fair value gap in here, and then you can set how many candles back. This is Gary, if Gary's listening. Remember way back when you came up with this idea of undelivered areas? And we were talking about what if you could create a bot that would kind of the shades would get lighter or darker as it filled in more. It would just come back and just keep filling it, and it would just create a darker and darker and darker till it completely blacked it out and said, okay, now that area has been worked. Same kind of thing. You can actually create with AI these blocks that fade over time. So as they get worked over and over time, they fade and they're no longer used anymore. The trick is, how many candles do you cut back through? And how many times does it have to get worked before it fades? And it fades over time. So it's kind of an interesting thing. Next price leg lower off this candle. Good. Keep coming. Still short. Looking for this discount box here. A double SMT. Well, I may not have it set right. Did it say double? No, this is no double SMT. Is there a double SMT here? No, I didn't see it. You can post an image with both SMTs marked out so I can better understand what you saw. Nine o'clock, 3 o'clock. Double SMT on fire, ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini. ChatGPT. The latest version, and the one you have to pay for. So let me see this on a 15-minute here. I see a 15-minute. No, that's right. Same. That's the same as ES. Yeah, I don't see an SMT there. I don't know what it is you're looking at, man, but good for you. Iran, hey D, what do you make of this retracement to about 60% of the Friday move? We respected 2 times now. I've been looking for shorts. Yeah, look for this. Now that we've got this high taken here on the 15-minute level, Scott, see how we've got this BISI that's formed? We've traded below it. If we come back into this level right here on a 15-minute chart, this is where you get the overlap. Keep your eyes on these levels right here. Those two levels. If we trade, ideally I want to see this one trade back into this, then continue to drop down below this level, find support at this, then I'm looking for a run lower. And this regular trading hour gap that we've got, which is quite long, I'd like to see that get filled as a downside objective. And you see how that perfect level, the D would have traded from here to here. Again, keep in mind he's excluding this as a bull trap. He's just going for it. And nailed it perfect. This would have been the drawdown right there. Perfect entry. Wait for the body to close below that. If it does, or it takes your stop loss, you're out. Move to the sidelines and wait for market structure shift. This is good. See how it stopped right here? Wick, wick, wick. Now I want to see this climb back into here, find support at this, roll over, and then come lower. Then use this as support to push the price lower. Off the daily box. I don't see what you're looking at. I still haven't figured out your I haven't got it yet, Ollie. I'll get it, man. I'm old now, so I got to give myself a little more. There's the retracement back into that level. Now I want to see this hold price and go lower now. That means off this level right here, all the way to the top of that breaker that takes out these highs, little swing point. I want to see that hold and start really ripping it lower now. From there, which is confluence in a lower time frame, I want to see it start taking out this low side. So it's got to take out these lows and start targeting this down here. Inside this range, a wick up to, yeah, I guess you could still do that. You could wick up into this premium on a 1 minute. Not super clean price action right now, but oh, you're looking at the 15-minute. Yeah, I'm looking at 15 as well. So premium, discount, that's the premium range you're sitting inside right now. So once the premium has been hit and we're above these highs, you don't want to see this candle get taken on the downside. It ripped right through it. So now if we come back into this level, I want to see it come lower. So you're really stuck between here and this range now. You're stuck between premium and discount. So one of those has got to give way for you to keep pushing higher or keep pushing lower. For me, anyway. Thanks for that advice, Ollie. Yeah, you could see it even on a 5-minute and 10-minute this morning. You can see it? God damn it. Where is he talking about? No. I don't see it on a 5-minute. This level right here. That's a higher high. That's a higher high. So there's the retrace back into that level. I don't like seeing wicks. Too sloppy. Clean. Come back, tap it, and leave. That's right inside this guy here. See how we're even wicking through that one? That's got to hold now and come back lower. Little fair value, yep, traded above it. You did not get back into it here. It was close. But then we wait for this candle to get taken. It does right there. Comes back, gives it a little tap. We keep moving higher, so we're inside this range. So a small little quick change in direction, and I kept going higher. I want to see if that holds now. What's in here? Well, there's a little tiny imbalance at 879. So far, that's holding. Going crazy here about this. How I can get the indicator to create SMT, double SMT, and how it will appear on the screen. So far, that level's holding. Oh, it's not working. It's not working. That's why I don't see it, because it's not that little indicator's not working right now. I'll send it back through the ringer. See how we're trading back above it. Next one's right here at 889 to 893. So 5 minute, we've retraced all the way back down to the discount box. And now we're running right back up through immediate rebalance and 886, 888. That's the high of the immediate rebalance. This is the discount low. That's the 5-minute box to box. Now, if you want to see it get above 888, which is also this level right here, get above that, look for the equal highs, back to London again. It's hard to understand, Ollie. You have to explain this to me. When you talk about SMTs are best in macro timeframes, how do you use 4 hour and 1 hour as macros, as SMTs then? How do you use an hourly chart when your macros, you're looking for those double SMTs occurring on a macro? It's like those higher time frames just are too high. Or you're just looking for a 1 hour to trade to show the macro or show the first SMT, and then you're looking for a 15-minute or a 5-minute to show the second SMT to confirm the double. Yeah, it's a bit wild. Agree with you, Scott. You can still get some pretty precise entries, but you got to be really tight with your stop loss. Not till you get above here, Ali. Otherwise, look for this. Look for this gap to fill. If we can get back above these highs, look for a run back deeper into this range, targeting old lows, this premium box inside this range. I'd be targeting premium box over here to get rid of all this. We get above here, target this, and then the fill of the SIBI with the next bull trap. Those are my upside objectives if we can get above here. You should start to see the first change in that direction right in here. Find support at that, wait for this to get let go, wait for that to let go, and then run. So during the macro, I'm looking for SMT to form in a higher time frame. Okay. So you're looking for a higher time frame. So hourly. Anything above an hour? What's your higher time frame that you're looking for there, Ollie? Specifically, is it hour and above? 50%, 15-minute and above? 4 hour daily? What's the lowest one you're looking for during a macro? I need something visual. I'm a very visual person. I need the charts to draw something like this. Like it would say, like the indicator is constantly drawing this out. And then when, but only draws it out when this SMT, when this occurs, it'll go from one color to the next color, and it'll go red or green as soon as it says now you've got a double an SMT. It'll go to amber, and then all of a sudden it'll go green or light green to a dark green for a double SMT here now. And then you look for your entry point and go. That's what I'm going to do. I will talk to AI, my buddy AI. My buddy Alfred. I'm calling him Alfred. Alfred Hitchcock. AI. So you're looking for 4 hour. You're looking for a 4 hour SMT at a specific macro. So in other words, that SMT occurs during the macro on a 4 hour. And then you look for 1 hour as a double SMT to keep going lower. Correct? Or higher, depends on which direction you're looking for. Okay. So equilibrium. Boom. Perfect cam 2. That's a really nice cam 2 right there. Here's our finally get our level here. Box to box. So inside range, it would be the first premium one you find. It would be, there's a little imbalance here. And I think you get the first one there. Then look for internal range, which is right here. You're in it, through it, through it. Definitely not clean here. Range extension. Come back, revisit. Body trades through the low. Here, trade back to it. Continuation. Now we're going to see this breakthrough here. They're good. Now come back to that. Now see that goes short from there. Look for this one down here. That's the next level. And I look for mean threshold of this candle, equal lows. This would be all down here, equal lows. Let's target that. We'll put it as rejection block. Pay yourself at the low. Break even. Now, ideally, this is probably going to come back into this level here anyway. Look at that. Just tapped off that level. Let's see if it gets through this level here. you'd see it coming back into this level. My stop loss was sitting literally right at that level. There's that discount box there, so you can pay yourself there. So I'm just looking for this to close through here now. That's a nice little retest of that level. So I should have left my stop loss up there still, knowing that this is a level that could be retested once we trade through it. Come back to it, look for this level here. So you see how that one little spot there denied me the, and that's a precise level too. And it gives you a precise entry, and I was sitting right on the very spot that you're expecting it to come back to. That's a stop loss. Do you see that? How bad that was? 4-hour equilibrium. Oh, Derek, think about that. Take the whole range right there from high to where we had on closed on Friday. Take that whole thing and add it to your the high we've just created, and look where you're projecting it to reach for. 23,720 was the next run lower. $23,700. We'd have to close below 718 and then retest 718, I think. Come lower. Um, $11 a.m. reversal. Hey, buddy, how are you? Hey, Ali Baba. How's things, man? Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a great weekend. $11 yes. Watch for that, Russell. But ask yourself, what do I need to see 11 a.m. reversal? What needs to happen? If I was on the horse and I expected this horse to turn, where would I expect to see it fail? This is the importance of having a fail safe, right? A sweep of the relative equal lows. And then you want to retest the highs. 681. I'm more likely than test the highs. Well, it is Monday and it's a no news event, so it'd be one of those, really, you took off on me kind of days. Again, just stay on the algorithm, like all those fundamental things that people talk about. Just stay on the algorithm, man. All the time it's providing support. You see it turning, then stay on the turn. If you see it holding your price and it still starts going lower and lower and lower, stay on the horse, because you'll see the turn long before anybody else will. All this change in direction, wait for this structure break here. wait for this candle here to give way, and we're coming back to the next one inside this range, targeting this Mark 3 again. Feels lower to me. There's the retest. Nice. Another retest of this level here. I want to see it pop through here now. I'm going to do something here. I like this idea right here. I'm going for that level. I'm trying something here. Bring it lower right there. Come on, accelerate now. That has got to be. It's got to be a big long. It's going to be about on the hourly. I got to be right there. That's a big stop loss. So I'll see a market structure shift here, another one here, and I know I'm on the wrong side of that. So you have a little change in direction, or a little change in direction here off this discount box. I want to see this one break We've drilled into it multiple times. I want to see it break and go lower. So I want to see this and this hold price and send this lower. And remember, I'm paying for a real discount here, expecting a deeper discount, but we have not broken through this level. I'm trading the Mark III idea. This is not my setup. I'm trading a Mark III idea. We've traded below 50% of the 3-hour candle, and I'm aiming for the next 3-hour candle. That's all I'm doing for this trade. It's not my trade setup. It's a specific idea I'm trying for here. We'll see if it pans out. My rule is you have to break through this level on a close and see how we're not. So if we get market structure shift, another market structure shift. So this is a bull trap and inside of a bigger bull trap. If we start to lose those, then we're above that consequent encroachment or midpoint of that Mark III. So if you are long on that Russell off of here at 730, I think you said it was. You got long at 730? Where'd you get in at 730? See, now we've got first little change in direction inside here. So if that finds support there, we're going higher. Good. Yeah, that's a nice little retest off the high here. And this is totally going to come back and get me. I can see the change in direction already. I'm trying to trade an idea that's not mine. This all is finding support here. Change in direction. Break this high. Came back. Hit it. Now we're breaking this high. Come back. Hit it again. Close the trade. Take the loss. I can just, it's just the horse is going in a different direction and I keep yelling at it to go back the other way, but it's carrying me up. So you can see how I can clearly see that that rule, stick with your rules, I'm trying a different trade idea and it's not following my rules and I can see that I'm on the wrong side of it. You validate, you're on the wrong side of it, validate, you're on the wrong side of it, and it's still going higher. So there's multiple, and that would hit my stop loss. See? So I had an idea for a trade that wasn't working. So this is a good example of what it would have been like to be in a trade and go, you know what? It's changing on me. And then marrying an idea where you're on the wrong side of it. So you've got to, if you don't recognize it and you marry a trade setup, like that was a whole setup that you could see was not according to my rules, not a valid trade. And explaining as it's not a valid trade, not a valid trade, not a valid trade. Like, how many times do you want proof that it's going against you and your stop loss is next? So looking at this larger part of this range, that's a great example of committing to a trade setup idea that's not yours, and it doesn't follow your rules. That's great. So $1,700 loss, I think that was. And we saw that it wasn't. So if you're in that Russell for a long, good for you, man. 805 wasn't the key. This is the key right here. That's what holds. And then as soon as that breaks this and supports it, you're inside this range now. So as soon as you see that reversal, it's taken right here. You got overlaps. You trade above them, come back into them right there. Next indication, break structure, come back to the structure, break the next one, break above it. You come back, you tap it, and you're back inside that range. So Russell, are you still in this? If you're still in this, kind of just hold on to it now and don't panic. Just kind of hold that where you're sitting right there and go. $62%, you should be up to 50 now. You can take a portion off there if you're using Take Profit Model 1. If you're just using Take Profit Model 2, you're aiming for 79% retracement, which is this box to box level. That's the box to box trade. So let it sit. You're already at break even plus the cost of the trade. Let the rest run now to see if it hits your premium box. You got to get through this guy, got to get through this guy, and then your open range to your 79% retracement. Oh, you're out at 50%? Nothing wrong with that, man. Nothing wrong with that. That was hypothetical. Oh, okay, well, it was a nice hypothetical. It was a logical hypothetical and made sense. And you found support levels inside this little consolidation. There were support levels, consolidation broken, support, cam model 1, go higher. Look at this level here. Take that candle out, find support at that, push higher. So fail safes, have your fail safes in place. So even knowing that's full, it's going to come back there and take a full $2,400 stop loss. You could see it was on a turn. That's good. That's a good clear picture, Ollie. Thank you. What's my projection on gold? Jeepers. Look at that one. Or this one. Those are pretty close to the same spots. Same spots. Thought that didn't look right. So whether you take this one or you take this one, they both line up in the same place. Well, this one does. Two. No, that won't be the same place because they're different sizes. 2, 2.5. Your 2s line up. 2.5 may be a little different. I take that one there. Anyway, those are my upsides up right now. 4124. 4124. Oh, you're just looking for the old high. Nothing wrong with that. Jeez, look at this. Bitcoin's so beautiful sometimes, I tell you. Right on the money. Right on the money. Premium box. Bang, bang, bang. Through it, to it, to it. I want to see this take the lows out. Let's equal lows out now. Look for this level here now. So this imbalance to this, these are the sticks you're in. You want to see it get below this level. Use this as support to push lower, and you're reaching into a deeper array down here for oil. It's got to get back above that level. I'll put it on the very top of it right there. Back up into that premium again. There's the premium box there. The next premium box is here and here. Watch for this level to get taken on the upside. You have 124 is 2 standard deviations. Oh. Where are you on 2 standard deviations from? This one? like this one that doesn't does close above that high. Well, we'll see if we reach them. Pull in this one. We'll get a body above here, trace back into this range. Yeah, I'm not sure. We're above this level now. Minute chart. Through it. Rejection block. Low taken. Change in direction. Change in direction. Breaks out. Breaks the premium. This is all untested down here yet. So we could see this reverse back into here quite easily before taking this high out. Well, that might be it for me, you guys. We're just going back and forth inside this range. It's a lot of chop there on the 15-minute. You saw a great screwed up kind of idea of trying to jump outside of your rules, even when you see this clearly shows you that it's supporting going higher and you want it to go lower. You can see so obvious that that wasn't going in the direction of a trade setup that wasn't mine. It's probably not even Mark's either, but I thought if it's trading, he talks about how it trades below or closes below that 15-minute or 5-minute below that hourly candle. Look for the next one. So I thought, okay, I'll try that. And then you think that and go, well, it doesn't look like it's going to go there. It's got to break through that in order for that idea to continue to come to fruition. It wasn't. It showed you that it wanted to break. Market structure, revisit it. You think, no, there's the first one. Then there's the second one. It's like, no, you're on the wrong side of this. You're on the wrong side from here. You confirmed it here, reconfirmed it here, and then off to the races you went inside the range. And stop loss, I think, was sitting just up in here, so that's a foregone conclusion. So, and the 11 o'clock reversal at the same time. Talk about time and price, hey? Nice little Tibbs 2, Tibbs 7. Man, there's so many underlying confluences that supported that going higher. A little bull flag happening here. So we traded through it, tapped it right there, went lower, pay yourself there. You're back through it here. Got to get back through this level, start pushing higher. You're targeting here now. Mean threshold of that candle, it's got to hold. Yeah, it's a bit choppy. Yeah, I think I'm done, you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in. Much love, you guys. Take care of each other. Be kind to each other out there. Solve your problems with communication, not anger, not violence. Just everybody's entitled to an opinion. So take care of each other out there, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in. Likes, thumbs up, subscribe if you like what we're doing. We're here tomorrow. Oh no, maybe not tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm heading to Toronto, so no show tomorrow. Unless my flight, I don't know when my flight leaves. I'll check. If I'm on, great. If not, I'm on the flight to Toronto. So we will be definitely meeting up on Wednesday from Toronto. Take care, you guys, and I'll see you either tomorrow morning or Thursday or Wednesday from the TL, from the Trade Summit in Toronto. Until then, I'll see you guys later.